After about 6 months of not hearing anything about the new Pokemon Snap game, Nintendo, like they've recently been doing, decides to drop a random trailer for the game along with its release date. Now, like many people that grew up with the Nintendo 64, we are all heavily excited for this game. I won't get into much details as to why I love this game so much, or why you should love this game so much too, but if you want to see a video of that sort, let me know in the comments. For today's video, I'm going to cover 5 things that I believe new Pokemon Snap will have to adjust to acclimate itself to this new era of gaming. Yes, when it came out 22 years ago, it was innovative and all the rage. However, by today's standards, changes will definitely need to be made to be well received in this gaming era. First off, what I believe is a must-needed change is to stray away from how linear the first game was. You were placed in your ATV, which was a true all-terrain vehicle, and had no control of where you were going. You did eventually get the ability to go faster, but for today's standards, that's not going to cut it. Games nowadays give us so much control over the character that we play as that if new Pokemon Snap keeps this same linear formula, it's not going to bode well, in my opinion. To fix this problem, I propose that we be given the option to choose different paths or routes. Each path could lead to the same ending, or to make it more complex and, well, less linear, there could be multiple ending points. This would create more interest and, most importantly, lead to my next point, replayability. Now, in the 64 version, there were instances where you could go back to a level to acquire new pictures with the items that were unlocked. You were also tasked of going back to take pictures of objects creating the shapes of Pokemon. These ideas were good, but we were just given a little taste and it left me wanting more, so I felt that the replayability was a little lackluster. Now, I already mentioned that this can be resolved with multiple paths with multiple ending points, but I believe more can be done. They can also add specific events to certain biomes that would really create interest and motivate players to return to a past biome. For example, we are in a jungle area taking pictures of a group of Grookeys when all of a sudden we are pinged and notified that a herd of Zebra Strikers are causing quite the thunderstorm. You bet I'm going to go back to that location to take some sweet pictures. Or maybe we could get hired to take pictures of Pokemon trainers battling it out with their Pokemon. More on that later. Though what I believe could really add to the replayability is a day and night cycle. This would allow for so many types of pictures to be taken. The possibilities are literally endless. Honestly, if this were to be the only new mechanic, I wouldn't even be mad. I mean, just imagine. The area you played through during the day could be inhabited by a completely different set of Pokemon during the night. Or you could find those same Pokemon but perhaps asleep, or out and about if they are nocturnal. The possibilities again are endless. Which is why, if this game mechanic is implemented, the replay factor gets exponentially larger. Yes, in the new trailer we saw an area where it was nighttime and an area where it was daytime, but we still aren't quite sure, or it's very hard to tell, whether each area or level is going to have a 24-hour cycle. Next on the list is incorporating a somewhat open world area. There are many reasons as to why a completely open world is very unlikely, so I will settle with some areas of the game being open world. How I could see this happening is by having an area similar to the Safari Zone, where you roam around looking for Pokemon in a closed and somewhat controlled environment. This would allow more freedom to the player, as well as give a fresh new touch to the game. Now, I know it really isn't an open world concept, but earlier I mentioned how you could possibly be hired or tasked to take pictures during your Pokemon battle. Or why stop there? Maybe even be the photographer at a Pokemon contest. I know, a little bit out of left field, but it would allow the player to move freely around the arena to try to get that perfect picture. Ever since the first trailer was released 6 months ago, I've been following threads discussing new features people hope for in the new game. Now, something I didn't see mentioned and what I would personally like added is assistants. Now, I'm not talking about those that hold your extra camera or hold the lights, but Pokemon assistants. Pokemon that are trained to add that extra touch to the environment. Are you in need of a shot where it's raining? Clauncher use water gun. Need some smoke to make your picture look extra edgy? Coughing use smokescreen. In need of a winter wonderland? Snover used a mild blizzard. I honestly don't see this happening at all, but it's an idea that I would instantly welcome. And finally, what I believe needs to be upgraded from the previous Pokemon Snap is the picture scoring system. When I played this game as a kid, I'll be honest, I had no idea how those points worked. All I worried about was if they looked cool. So basically, in the first game, points were scored on whether the Pokemon was in the center, it was up close or bigger, you captured multiple of the same Pokemon, and if they were doing something quote-unquote special. Now again, at the time, this seemed like stuff of the future. But the future is now. And I think a more sophisticated method of scoring is needed. Give scoring on lighting, color balance, whether the subject is in the foreground or background, or take the rule of thirds into consideration. Now, I won't talk like I'm an expert on photography because I'm not. It's not like the internet is a place where you can just pretend to be someone you're not. No, I am no expert, but I'm pretty sure that gaming technology has advanced to the point in which a scoring system can be implemented to detect and thus score these fundamentals that universally determine whether a picture is good or not. Now, I'm pretty sure this new scoring system is going to be heavily upgraded. To what extent? Well, we will not know until April 30th, or until they show us more about the game. So yeah, those are 5 things that I believe need to be changed from the original to successfully bring Pokemon Snap into the 21st century. But again, what do I know? I'm just a guy that loves video games and makes these videos out of pure passion. And I know that you guys are the same as me, so I would love to hear your thoughts. What do you hope this new Pokemon Snap brings to the table? Let me know in the comments. Thank you to everyone who has been supporting the channel. I don't get tired of telling you how awesome you guys are. You guys are awesome. And if you enjoyed this video and want more Pokemon Snap content, be sure to subscribe. You can also find me on Twitter at AceMonkey for more updates and more shenanigans. Till next time guys, I'm Ace Monkey, have a great day, and thanks for watching.